I am now in Osaka. A much shorter journey this time around. I got here before midday, and because check-in only happens after 3 p.m., I just need to go exploring and kill some time until I can check in. Got my trusty new umbrella with me because the forecast says rain, and I don't want to be caught out like I was that day, drenched in the museum. But yeah, so luckily for me, I live, or at least my hotel is close to Osaka Castle, so I can get the journeying started immediately. With me arriving in Osaka, it means I've officially reached the halfway point for all locations in this trip. I've already reached the halfway point of this trip, and we're kind of over it because it's day 11. But yeah, look at the dogs. What the dogs doing? Oh wait, sorry, they're the Komainu statues. I wonder what the entry price is. I much prefer this castle over the Nagoya castle because it's slightly bougier, you know, lined with gold. And also you could get in, but that's no fault of Nagoya castle. If you need to do repairs, you need to do repairs. Just spent like what felt like 20 to 25 minutes in line, but I got my ticket and I'm going in the castle. While the main attraction is evidently the top floor and the view inside the castle, there were different floors with different murals depicting a big war that was fought here, this golden tiger, and a bunch of other things that unfortunately I could not record because Japanese people are very careful with what you can film or photograph or record and stuff. But yeah, it was a nice place to be in. So that was Osaka Castle. As you can see, I've brought out the umbrella because the downpour has begun. I'm still by it, as you can tell. But yeah, very nice castle. Overall, I think I like this one a lot more than the Nagoya Castle, especially because you can actually get in the towers. But to be fair, that's no like shaming to the Nagoya Castle because they've been rebuilding it for 5 years. But this one was very cool. Nice view from up top. And yeah, Osaka is looking like quite a pretty city from up there, so let me see what else I can find. If you've traveled before, you'll probably know that waiting for a check-in time can feel like it's lasting half a century. So I went and walked through the small streets of Osaka where they had a bunch of bustling markets and arcades. But most fun of all, there was an indoor shop with an archery range where you could try your hand at a traditional Japanese bow. So I did. And I only stuck 1 out of my 10 arrows. It's really difficult. If you thought it was going to be Hawkeye, I hate to disappoint you. I also took a moment to indulge in some crepes Japanese style. So here's a taste test. Taste test, crepes a la Japanese. Not bad. But there could be more chocolate. Definitely could be more chocolate. On the way to my next location, I couldn't help but notice the Words Cafe, and it's damn good coffee. No, I have my crepes. I don't think I should try it, but I thought it was funny. Well, before I go and check in at the hotel, I'm going to make a short stop at the Osaka Tenmangu, which is a temple or a shrine in this corner. Another thing to add to my little excursion list. Let's see if it's nice. Oh, it's very nice. Be a process of some sort going on in there, probably like a Buddhist ritual ceremony, so let me not encroach on territory too much. That was a brief stop at the shrine slash temple. Sometimes I can't distinguish, but here we are. I'm now back in the area of my hotel. I'm gonna check in about 7 minutes, rest up for a bit because my shoulders are heavy from carrying this bag, and then after, I'm still only going to do one more thing today, and that is go to the Osaka Aquarium, which is apparently the largest in the world. And I am a fiend for aquariums and just general marine biology stuff. So yeah, That should be fun. Arriving back, I saw this enormous line of school kids, and they all had yellow umbrellas. I swear this line was like 300 meters long. So I just sat down on my bed, and the TV automatically turns on with a lot of good information, the Wi-Fi code, and a bunch of other stuff. This is all pretty cool. Also, Universal Socket!
Later.
Alright, so out of respect for the animals at that aquarium, I have decided not to include any of my time there at the vlog because I met the two most depressed dolphins in the world there. And I think that's permanently, like, stun-locked me out of aquariums for life. Unless something drastically changes, but honestly, free those guys. They don't deserve to be in there. First day in Osaka, I'm still very tired. A lot of this is starting to feel a bit like a slog. And that's understandable because I'm a week and a half in and I've just been going non-stop. Tomorrow another packed day with a couple of the highlights, including the Umeda Sky Building, Shinsekai, which is a neighborhood, Mozu Tombs, which I'm gonna see where that is and gonna try to check it out. There's this place called Senan Long Park, but I found out that it's a beach, and if it's raining tomorrow, I don't want to be walking on the beach with my umbrella. So, we'll see what happens then. Tomorrow on the 14th of May. I'll catch you then. It is day 12 in Japan. I'm currently very tired, and I have a cold, and my ear has been blocked for the last 12 hours. Or at least I like to make it sound like it's 12 hours, so it's exaggerated and I have content. A lot to do today. Umeda Sky Building is up first, and I've been in a lot of panoramas in sky buildings lately, so I don't feel the need to go up there. Then I'm going to the Dotonbori and Shinsekai neighborhoods, which are apparently nice places to walk to, and there's yet another bootleg Eiffel Tower. Then I'm going to see a shrine, and then I'm going to finish with the Mozu Tombs, which is the southernmost point of the city. In fact, it's a whole different city at that point. Rain forecast is still on. So yeah. Umeda Sky Building. As you see, there's one tower. There's another tower. And if we look up, there's a big hole in the towers. Who designed this place? I need to talk to him. The Sky Building is definitely a nice thing to see, but as usual, it would cost at least 10 euros to be able to see the panorama walk. So what did I do? I filmed everything outside the window of the gift shop, which gives a good enough view of the city as it is. Sneaky. Also, cool water stairs in the rain. A corner of the street, or the city, known as Namba, because I'm here to see a nice little riverside location called Dotonbori. It appeared on my map randomly, and then I clicked on the pictures and saw that it looked like a very nice, scenic, important location. So I'm going to make a brief stop here to have a look at what's it all about, and oh my god, the streets are busy. They're really busy. I also hear reggae music, which is odd. Cool little riverside area with a lot of shops. That looks kind of scary. Squid also looks kind of scary. It's a Ferris wheel, question mark? What is that? Is that a sushi wheel? And second of all, it's not a wheel. Is it a Ferris oval? It is very busy here. Busy here, it's Sunday afternoon, nobody's got anything to do. And I might get run over by people here because of how many there are. JK, I stand out like a giraffe between most of them. So, nobody running me over today. Hey, got crab! Where'd you get that crab? Who conditioned this? Like, okay, it's Sunday afternoon. Walk over there is a massive outdoor climbing wall. Look at it. It's got the yellow things in it. That's insane. You must be on top of the world, no pun intended, if you get to climb there. And world famous. Next stop was the Shinsekai area around Osaka Tower, and what do I really say about this place other than what it shows? It is probably the most cartoony looking area I've been around in the entire trip. And I can't help but admire the funkiness of it all. And this is the Osaka Tower, which clearly does not match any of the themes that the entire neighborhood is going for. Shame on you, Osaka Tower. Alright, so it's day 12 and I had finally my first group of people who wanted to take a picture of me because either I am a foreigner or my hair looks great. Either way, it was a funny interaction because I thought they wanted me to take a picture of them. But they then walked over to a guide and I was clearly then only understanding they wanted a picture with the foreigner, which is me. At a local tavern, pub, corner thing in Shinsekai. I'm gonna try skewers. Alright, try these boys out. See which one is which. That's a salmon one. Not bad. Alright, this one is the sausage. This one's better. This one's better. Number 3 that I ordered, this is either going to be the ham or the beef one. Which one is it going to be? Beef. Beef. Yeah, this is my least favorite one so far. Which means that the final one and the slightly flatter one reveals itself as ham. Is this one gonna trump the sausage? Absolutely. Absolutely. We have our winner of the 4. The ham one is great. I'm going to the Sumiyoshi Taisha Shrine, which is further down south in Osaka. And I'm over the halfway point of the things I want to see today. After Sumiyoshi Taisha, I'm going to have a look at the Mozu tombs, which are still quite a distance from here, but easily accessible. And that'll be it for the day. We're here in a much quieter neighborhood next to the Sumiyoshi Taisha Shrine, which I'm going to be checking out. I do like a bit of a piece. What I'm going to be looking for is right ahead of us. Look forward to it. There is such peace and serenity in the area, a far cry from the area where I just was, Dotonbori. I like that too, but this just radiates mystical presence, security, calm. And I do like calm, especially calm. Well, looky here, weirdly massive arcing bridge over the water. That's a hell of a semicircle you've built here. Ooh, here we are. Ah yes, Sumiyoshi Taisha, one of the more pretty shrines that I ran into on this journey, highlighted by its wonderful nature, beautiful ponds, the bridge I just crossed, and well, little small shrines and flags for something? I never figured out what these were. This shrine area is massive. There's so many prayer sites, so many nice little shrine areas. Whoever this was dedicated to must have been really, really important, because this much land and this many shrines. Oh, would you look at that? A horse, random horse. Sumiyoshi Taisha was a very pretty area. Very calm, quaint, and very relaxing. And now to the last location of today, the Mozu tombs, as I walk through this neighborhood. There are so many electricity cables just hanging overhead, and the streets are quite tight, but I like it. A little bit. Could be a bit more open. but it's pretty cool. I have no other words to describe something I like other than pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty neat, or chill. Alright, so I'm walking past the Mozu Tombs area, and behind this little bush of nature, there should be an enormous moat with a massive tomb stretching out over the other side. I mean, you can't see it from this angle, but maybe if I walked further down, we'll be able to see something. I have to go this way anyway, so we'll see. I have not seen an entry place. I do not assume I will see an entry place, but it's given me a walk through this nice Japanese suburb, and the houses here, while very square, do look relatively bougie. Sometimes. So after a long walk, I have made it to the best possible viewing point of the Mozu tomb, which you still can't see because that's only one part of the island on which he's buried on. The guide of just now, he told me, fun fact, that this entire mausoleum is 464,000 square meters big, which is bigger than the entirety of Vatican City at 440,000 square meters, what he told me. Very nice guy. Thank you to him for the explanation. But yeah, can you imagine? All men and women are born the same. All men and women will die and will be buried the same. Except this guy. He has a whole island to himself. This emperor, whose name was Emperor Nintoku, came to inspect this area himself on the 67th year of his reign. He died 20 years later, and he's buried somewhere. Such was the power and the influence of an emperor that he gets a whole island in the shape of a keyhole dedicated to him.
Square meter. Wow. This point is 0.46 square kilometers.
Right, and with that, that is it for day 12 in Japan and day 2 in Osaka. Tomorrow's going to be a fun one because I'm going to Universal Studios and hopefully Nintendo Land, so I can go meet Mario and tell him what I really think about him and his movie. His movie was good, but about him, oh, him and I are gonna have some real talks. It is day 13 in Japan. Unfortunately, over the last 2 nights, I have woken up with a completely blocked left ear, as if it was filled with cement. And I have called family. They say it's likely an ear infection, which puts my plan of going to Universal Studios today on the cusp of not continuing. I am gonna go see a clinic. Hopefully the reservation I made there goes through. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's all gonna be okay. I did have like 2 hours of absolute hysteria last night, so I have not slept well. And I might come back for a nap if that is necessary before eventually trekking to Universal Studios if I find that necessary.
Later.
I'm back in my hotel. I just went to the clinic, and because I went there at 10 and I don't have 4G, I missed the email they gave me which said I can make a reservation at 12. Hopefully I can get an appointment. Hopefully he just gives me some eardrops or something that'll clear up my ears within a couple of days or even a couple of hours, and I could still go to Universal today. Honestly, I'm pretty peeved by the fact that the reason my plans are now derailed is because my body decided to do something stupid. I'm gonna take a brief nap, then I'm gonna go back to the clinic. Hopefully it's quick, all business is done fast, can have a good discussion, it doesn't cost much, and everything should be good. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. This solo traveling has really started to get to my head. 18 days alone is a very long time, and I'm on day 13.
1 hour later.
Power nap later, which was actually quite nice. I am back on my feet and back to the clinic, and I feel like I'm hearing less and less out of my left ear, so it's not getting better. But yeah, One turbo deep clean later. Ears clean, I got the problem solved, hearing is back, the feel good is back. In Universal Studios, here I come. Mind the studio, they seem to have built an entire square here based off of Universal Studios and its characters. There it is. Universal Studios Osaka. See Mario's face in the distance. And oh my god, there's roller coasters. I am not a fan of roller coasters, so I will avoid that. I'm in Universal Studios. It looks like a completely different planet, which is kind of odd and bizarre. I mean, look behind me. But yeah, my only goal of today is to find Mario. And if I find Mario, it's a good time. That's it. A lot of people lined up here on the side. Quite honest, I have no idea what they're waiting for. Ah, Universal Studios. The whole place feels like a big American fever dream. I mean, just look around at what I filmed. How much more stereotypically American could it get around here in Japan? Jurassic Park, let's go! A little fried chicken rice bowl because I cannot be eating enough rice on this trip. Yes, that's right. The way to get into Super Nintendo World is entirely first come first serve, and not anyone's allowed to get into it. Basically, it's one of two areas, except for the Harry Potter area, that makes use of a feature called area timed entry tickets. What this means is that the entire area is its own separate area in Universal Studios, and you can only access it through these area timed entry tickets, which you can either purchase through an express pass, which will total your entry bill if you're an adult to around 16,000 Japanese yen, or you get in the park and you purchase it for free through the Universal app. Now these things go by fast, so I was trying to be here in the morning, but of course, hearing is for life, Mario is temporary, even though I'd love to see Mario today. Those were sold out, so they now only have the standby area time entry tickets, and what this entails is, you get a ticket for the lottery to enter. If your last 3 digits of your standby area timed entry code are shown, you get to enter, and if you don't, then hard luck. So my fate is entirely in the hands of the lottery in 1 hour, otherwise I don't get to see Mario. Naturally, of course, I would definitely consider myself a bit more of a pessimist, so I'm fully prepared to not get in at all. But yeah, I've been trying to work on that. I need to be more optimistic and hopeful in life, but then again, whenever I've been hopeful, it's come crushing down on my head. Like a massive watermelon that someone threw off a bridge. I don't know why I use that analogy, but I'm a pessimist. Walk that way regardless. I was walking to the Despicable Me section, but I figured I did see the whole Harry Potter section. So I wonder if that one's as stingy with its entry areas as Super Nintendo Land is. No, they're not stingy with their entrance. I can just walk into Hogwarts, which is pretty cool. Hey, that's pretty freaking sick. That is pretty sick, if you ask me. No. Gryffindor. That's Slytherin. Oh wait, no, Hufflepuff and Slytherin. But no Ravenclaw. I feel like there's a little bit of a Ravenclaw discrimination going on in this corner. They have 2 stands for Gryffindor, 1 for Slytherin, 1 for Hufflepuff. But what about the Ravenclaws, man? In this corner, more Gryffindor, more Slytherin, but this time they've excluded Hufflepuff as well. Dog. There is our inclusion. Don't worry, Ravenclaw. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm by some banners here. We're gonna rank every house's cheer based on how creative and actually how much it makes me want to support them. Gryffindor is just go Gryffindor. You're not even trying at this point. C-. Ravenclaw, and I'm sorry, you have no cheer. I'm sorry to throw you under the bus now, considering I was just rooting for your inclusion in the store, but you have no cheer. That's an F for you. And we'll win. Alright, it's kind of corny, it's kind of, you know, a bit on the nose, but hey, it's more than Ravenclaw tried to do. So I'll give it a C+. Hufflepuff. That's just, come on, Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff yours needs work too, like the Gryffindor. But at least you have a cheer, so you're not as bad as Ravenclaw. So I'll give you a C-. Majority of those cheers and banners were awful, but by de facto, I guess Slytherin wins, because it was the only one that got above a C, and I gave it a C+. So good job, Slytherins. Today's your day. Ladies and gentlemen and other, it is time for the moment of truth. Is today going to be one of the best days of my life, or is it going to be a complete and utter disappointment? My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. I missed out on the ticket by one letter. My ticket ended with 15G. The people who got in were the people whose tickets ended with 15E and 15F. Not only did they not let me in, but they rubbed it in my faces. But on a more serious note, I'm actually really gutted. I'm actually really disappointed. I was really looking forward to this. And it's such a shame that, well, first I had to go to the doctor, of course, but like, that I had to leave my fate over to the lottery, and as a result, I'm not getting in. Whole reason I came here. It sucks. But hey, it is what it is. Be known that this is how close I got to getting into Super Nintendo World. Disappointed, but still with the rest of the day to go, I decide to explore the rest of Universal Studios. Snoopy's looking a little bit different than the last time I saw him. Don't tell me you've been doing math. We have salvation for missing Nintendo World. We've got Hello Kitty's Corner Cafe. But guys, it gets even better. Hello Kitty's Ribbon Boutique. It gets even better. I felt more surrounded and threatened by the amount of Hello Kitty in one area. Oh, and let me finish it off with the icing on top. The Hello Kitty Ribbon Collection. Life doesn't get better than the empire of Hello Kitty. Wait. Hello Kitty's Cupcake Shop? Is this the Hello Kitty Monopoly or something?
No way. It's Hello Kitty. It's Hello Kitty.
Oh guys, wait, Elmo's got an F1 circuit? Oh wait, where are the DRS zones? How's there going to be any overtaking on this circuit? It was Imagination Playland. Not want to know what Elmo has in her Imagination Playland. Okay, we're going in. Maybe I was too harsh on Elmo. This looks kind of fun. Who are you? Are you new to the Sesame Street cast? Because you creep me out. Elmo, how have you allowed this? Last stop is going to be the Despicable Me corner. There, in the distance. Y'all can see it, right? I've seen it. Oh, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. Hello Kitty Design Studio. Hello Kitty, free me, please. Stop, is that my guy? Cookie Monster, bro. It's been a minute. How you doing? Look at him. That was Universal Studios Japan, one of the big points of this trip. As you can see, the big globe spinning in the background. It looks alright. It looks pretty good. The rides look fun, although there's not much variety apart from mostly roller coasters and shaky rides. But other than that, it's cool. Still a shame about Super Nintendo World. I really want to come back and do that one day. That's my vow to myself. I want to come back and go there one day. But overall, it's, yeah, definitely a lot more fun, I'd assume, if you're here with friends and family. I'm here at the Nintendo store as a coping mechanism for not going to Super Mario World. Good morning, welcome to day 13. I'm now packing because I gotta leave this joint in about 40 minutes. I forgot to mention to y'all that despite Universal Studios not being a resounding success for me, they did give me a sticker for my first visit. Commemorative sticker. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, my time in Osaka has officially come to an end. I'm now heading north about 40 kilometers to Kyoto for the last long stop of this trip. We're getting to the business end. It's today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'm out again. So 3 days of Kyoto now, the former capital of the nation, and where I assume tradition is at its highest point. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of temples, a lot of shrines, and yeah, doing a lot of walks. So that's on the program. And yeah, more when I get out of this room, I guess.